Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. Same clothes, same everything. All right, so like I said, this is going to be Black Sabbath Part 2, the Dio years and beyond, my vinyl collection. All right, so I just finished doing number 1. I don't know if you saw it yet, but this is going to be number 2. So it's going to cover Dio, basically some Tony Martin, and then, the Tony Iommi Seventh Son, supposed to be a solo album, became a Black Sabbath album, blah, blah, blah. All right, I got some tour programs in between some of the albums to show you. So yeah, we're going to jump into this. Now, before we get into the vinyl, now you always see how I'm showing you guys books and stuff. This one is massive, and it's heavy as hell. It's by this company called Rufus, R-U-F-U-S, Rufus Books. They come out of the UK, Great Britain, and they come out with amazing stuff. They have special collections of a bunch of different bands. They come in limited edition things. They come in, which are expensive, and they come in not so expensive copies, maybe not so big. They come smaller, but, leather bound, not leather bound, autographed, not autographed. I mean, spectacular, brilliant books. Rufus, all right? So what I'm going to show you is going to kick off today's vinyl collection, the Dio years and beyond, all right? So this thing is massive, okay? I'm not kidding. Check it out, all right? This is from Rufus. This thing is thick. Like my head, again. I mean, look at the size of this bad boy, okay? Now, I got to be careful opening this up, so I'm going to put it on the floor and open it up because, well, maybe I can do it a little bit. No, not even going to try. Please hold. I'm going to open this bad boy up. All right? Now, inside, you got this, all right? Slide this open to show you guys all this stuff. This is very cool, so I want to share this with you, all right? Came with some cool posters to advertise what we're going to be looking at. All right, this is 1. This is 2. Now, this all comes with this book. Very cool. All right, another cool shot. Original artwork. Awesome stuff. Yeah, mob rules. Okay. Then it comes with this other little thing. Black Sabbath, the Dio years. Okay. There's you'll know when I show it to you. So it's got, original artwork, right? The back cover. Heaven and Hell, right? Nothing on the back. It's like a real cool picture, all right? And it comes with this cool poster, which is basically the drawing, just a hell of a lot bigger. Crack this open. There you go. Now you see the name Rufus down there? Whoa. Ah. All right, there you go. So look this up, Rufus. Go to rufus.com, whatever it is, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I mean, they got Wasp, Bon Jovi, a whole bunch of stuff, man. Very cool, limited edition stuff you will not find in any bookstore or anywhere. The only place to get it is on their website. All right, so let me put this back real quick, and then I'll show you the book, which is just amazing, all right, because it's all Dio year stuff. Slide this back in there real quick. All right, give me a second. Let me put these posters back in here because I don't want them getting destroyed because this thing cost me a lot of freaking money, all right? Hold on. Hold your horses. Yeah, so I filmed part 1 and now I'm filming part 2 on this rainy Saturday here in New York, man. Just a crummy day, but a good day to do this and just get it out of the way, all right? So that's that. Now, I can't even pull this thing out. Let me pull the book out and I'll show you what it came in because this is sick. God, massive. All right. So, this is what I showed you earlier, right? And this is what it comes in. Right? The book sits in on this side. This thing is just huge and freaking heavy. All right, here's the book. So this is 254 out of 300. Okay, there's only 300 of these bad boys made. All right. Big ass book, man. Shit's no joke. Right? This is the shrink wrap. Let me pull that off. And it also came with a little handwritten 254. Okay? And this is the book. This is cool. All right? The Dio years. Heavy. All right? Now, it's autographed by everybody. Okay? Let me get to that page. Wendy Dio. Bill Ward's on here as well. Vinny. They're all on here. Dio. All right. Let me do this nice and easy. All right. There you go. There's all the autographs. All right. There's Wendy on the bottom. All right. And there's everybody else. Bill, Tony, Geezer, Vinny, Bill. They're all there. All right. Very cool stuff. This was very expensive. I'm not going to lie. And I'm going to try to slowly open up some pages for you because I do not want to drop this and I don't want to break the spine because I will be pissed. All right. I mean, this book covers a lot of stuff, man. I mean, there's just a lot of pages. Okay. Just going to go through. Whatever comes up, comes up. All right. But yeah, massive book, man. This company is freaking great. Rufus. Check them out. They got a lot of cool stuff, man. All right. Goes right up to the Heaven and Hell days. Covers everything, all right? Everything the Dio years. Massive, massive book. Very cool stuff, man. There's our boy. I mean, it's on stage. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff in here. Vinny with short hair. I just joined the band. Yeah. You know, it's got, family tree. I mean, it's got everything, all right? And this is the back of it. But the front's got this 3D, almost like a pin kind of thing that's glued onto the book. Very cool shit, man. Prized possession. All right. Let me just put this over here for now. Give me this. Give me this. Let me close that. All right. That takes care of that. So, here we go. Ozzy's gone. Right? Ozzy disappears. Thank God Sharon finds him. Cleans him up. Puts a band together. Randy. Bob. And a Blizzard of Oz. And Ozzy slowly takes off, right? Blizzard of Oz, Diary of a Madman. Those two albums, untouchable. Right? In the meantime, Sabbath is like, hey, we got to get our shit together, man. Tony and Ronnie, they meet up. They hang out. Would you fancy coming down and trying to sing some songs, right? Ronnie comes down, hangs out with the band. They start playing. Children of the Sea, I think, is the first song they wrote. And supposedly there's demos with Ozzy singing that, but I don't know. Hearsay shit, man. I have no idea. So they get together. It works out. They love it. Dio sings completely different than Ozzy. Dio melody lines as opposed to Ozzy kind of singing the guitar lines. Two completely different singers. Both great in their own right. Without a doubt. All right? So let's get on to this, man. Sabbath, 1980. Heaven and Hell. It's my original copy. Love this album to death. Played it to death. I still play it to death. All right? All the great songs on here, man. This is just classic. Classic. Do I really have to read you the songs? Neon Nights, Walk Away, Heaven and Hell, Die Young. Oh my God, Die Young. Children of the Sea, Lonely is the Word. Wishing Well, Lady Evil. Just great after great after great. I know there's critics, I know about Wishing Well and, Walk Away. Screw you. I love them all. Love them all, man. This is my original copy. It's on the Warner Brothers label. Yeah, a little Warner Brothers thing again. All right. Nothing crazy going on there. But yeah, man. Played it to death. I mean, it holds up today. I mean, 1980, seriously. It's still great, man. You guys know this is freaking awesome shit. Classic. All right. not too long ago, maybe about last year, they came out with the picture discs, right? They say it's record store day. It's still sealed. I haven't even opened it. I don't even know what the back of this looks like. All right, picture disc, cool. No extra songs, just very cool, collectible. All right. Then I got the Japanese pressing of it. Okay, there's no extra songs. Everything is still the same. Okay, nothing crazy going on there. Let me crack this open for you. And we got the Spaceman Mushroom. I don't know what you guys want to call this label. Vertigo label. Okay, totally different. Very cool. I dig it. I can dig it. Okay, throw this back in the plastic. Like I said before, these plastic things are cool, but they can be a pain in the ass, especially when they try to put them back and they start crippling and crumpling. It drives me freaking crazy. All right, it comes with the words on one side, and then the Japanese stuff on the back, words, probably a little description. I have no idea, I can't read it. All right, so that's the Japanese pressing. Then I got what everybody else has at this point, I'm sure. The remastered little deluxe quote-unquote version, right? The double vinyl with the extra live stuff and studio outtakes. Basically, all the stuff on here was the stuff that came on the deluxe CD version that came out a couple years ago. But yeah, definitely cool. I mean, you saw it, you're like, I got to get it no matter what. You know, this. All right? So for those of you that don't have it, it's gatefold. It's 2 albums. It's 180 gram. It's got extra, it's got some extra live stuff on. It's got like Heaven Hell, live 7-inch with the B-side of Die Young, Lady Evil, 7-inch edit, Neon Nights live, Children of the Sea, live B-side of Neon Nights. So it's, you know, it's got some live stuff. Let me show you one of the albums. Is the sleeve. Bust this out. Okay. Very cool. Sounds amazing, man. Just sounds great. If you don't have it, pick it up. All right. The sleeve is cool because it's got the plastic on the inside. Keeps it from scratching up. Damn, I just had a leftover Philly cheesesteak from last night. It started to repeat itself. I was hungry, man. Gotta eat. All right. So yeah, that's it. The other vinyl is the same thing. It's got the same sleeve, same label. Nothing fancy. Just the extra songs remastered. But it sounds great, man. Pick it up. All right, here's another cool thing I found on Amazon. Black Sabbath, Heaven in Hartford, Connecticut broadcast, 1980. I also have this on CD. If you guys pick this up, it's a cool radio broadcast. I've listened to it. It sounds great, right? It's not like audience recorded crap. Radio broadcast, man. All right? I mean, I'll read the songs to you anyway, just in case. But yeah, it's cool. Connecticut broadcast 1980. So, the beginning, Superstars. The intro goes into War Pigs, Neon Nights, NIB, Children of the Sea, Sweet Leaf, Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell, Iron Man, Band Jam, Naomi Goes Off, Die Young, Paranoid, Children of the Grave. So this was the Heaven and Hell tour. Okay, it's recorded. Oh, I'm always dropping shit. Right, it's gatefold. Okay, pretty awesome. Cool shot. This is on red vinyl, I do believe. Yeah, all right. Sleeve, nothing crazy. It's like a purple vinyl. There you go. Violet, whatever you want to call it. Pretty cool. All right. I can dig it. I can dig it. I've listened to this twice so far. And I don't know, it's just hard to hear Ronnie singing the Ozzy songs, you know. I mean, he does them justice, don't get me wrong. But, you know, thank God Ozzy never had to sing the Dio songs, because that would have not gone over well. All right, this same record, you know, the different one, double, same thing, all right. Double vinyl, gatefold, find it on Amazon. It wasn't expensive at all. At all. Pick it up, pick it up. All right, live guy, you go there. Now, I saw them on this tour. All right, I'll show you the tour book. All right. Small, let me flip through some of the pages real quick. Okie doke. Now, Bill Ward started on this tour, but then, I don't know, halfway through or somewhere through, he He was like, I'm out. Didn't want to do it. I don't know. Whatever the issues were. None of my business. It is what it is. My God. Ugh. I open these damn things. But, you know, it's got some cool shots. Geezer with his Mockingbird bass. Okay. Awesome. Cool stuff. Bill. It's a cool drum set Bill's playing. Big double bass drums. Awesome. Yeah. Great shot, man. Really cool. Good deal. I love the shots of him with his head backs like that. It's just like, yeah, in the moment, digging it. Getting into it. Bill, what are you doing? I don't know. He's all cleaned up. He's got no facial hair. Almost doesn't look like him, right? Fucking great drummer, man. I mean, Martin Birch, the producer, did a great job on these albums. You know, you can tell that they tamed Bill Ward. You know, he's not all over the place like he is in the other Sabbath albums, the earlier albums. You know, like, play it straight. Just play it straight. And what's cool is, right, so Martin Birch produced Heaven and Hell and Mob Rules. Now, if you guys notice, to the drum sound, okay? The drum sound is very similar, or actually, because this was first, Number of the Beast and Killers with Black Sabbath and even the Blue Oyster Cult album that has Burn It For You. The drum sound is the same, all right? The way that the kick drum has that pump, that punch, and the snare and the cymbals, it's very similar, all right? You listen to Heaven and Hell, you know, throw on Neon Nights and then throw on Invaders, you know, the Iron Maiden song, you can hear the drums are very similar sounding, you know? And even that one album with Blue Oyster Cult, because it was Martin Birch, you know? Same shit with Mutt Lange, you know? After a while, he started to do his sound, which is why I think AC/DC basically was like, for those about to rock, they're like, listen, you know, everybody else is starting to sound like us, you know, Foreigner, not music-wise, but sound-wise, sonic-wise, you know what I mean? Def Leppard with High and Dry, you know, sounds like Highway to Hell, you know? Again, not musically, but sonically. You catch my drift? You picking up what I'm laying down over here? All right. So, they do that album. It's freaking great, man. Heaven and Hell. Then they go back in the studio and they come up with the Mob Rules, man. Just another. I love this album cover. I think it's freaking great. Supposedly there was a rumor down here. It's like, oh, it says Ozzy is dead in the blood or some shit like that. Oh, my God. You know how many hours? Oh, where? I wouldn't even waste my time. Who knows? Really? You think they put that in freaking blood down there? Ozzy's dead or some stupid shit? Come on, man. But this is a great album cover. I freaking love it. I had another one of my buddies. I had this painted on the back of his denim jacket. Freaking great shit. You know, on the back, typical. Now, this album's cool now. If I had to compare this to Heaven and Hell, I think Heaven and Hell is slightly better only because Country Girl and Slip It Away on here are kind of to me, you know? I mean, thank God Falling Off the Edge of the World and Sign of the Southern Cross are on here. Those two songs are just epic. You cannot get sick of hearing those two songs. I mean, Sign of the Southern Cross, Falling Off the Edge of the World. Incredible. I mean, they just take you on a journey. Great songwriting, man. Again, how I said in the first Sabbath video, how they take parts. You know, the way Iommi writes, man, it just... They put these parts and they just perfectly blend together. They start slow, they get heavy, they slow down again. These middle sections with keyboards and it picks up again. The really cool guitar, I mean, just the way the guitar solo starts slow and then they build. I mean, these songs are just epic, man. Great shit. But yeah, I mean, they're not in order back here, but we busted out. We busted out. But yeah, my original copy, all right? Warner Brothers label. This side one, this side one. Turn Up the Night, very cool song. But you can tell, you know, we'll start up with a fast song, Neon Nights, Turn Up the Night, you know? They kept the formula, which was great, man. Voodoo, oh my God, what a great song, man. It's another song. I can't get sick of hearing Voodoo, man. Signs of the Southern Cross, the third slot, awesome. Then they got the instrumental. Then it goes into the Mob Rules. Now, this Mob Rules song on here is their second version of it. The first version of it they did for the movie, the cartoon, Heavy Metal. And supposedly they had a hard time trying to recreate that feel to get this one. It's kind of funny, you know? And if you listen to this version and the version that came on the deluxe version, they're slightly different, very slight if you listen, but they're pretty close, you know? And inside 2 kicks off with Country Girl. Now, I know the Sabbath guys are like, hey, Ronnie, I don't know about those lyrics. He's singing about a girl. You know, he was singing about Wendy. You know, I mean, it works, but I don't know. I just wish they were kind of different lyrics, but I like the middle section. But it's a good song, don't get me wrong. I don't hate it. It's just, you know, it's all right. And Slipping Away is another one. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of too choppy for me, you know. Slipping Away. I don't know. That song, I kind of wish that was a B-side and it had something extra, but it is what it is. It's cool. I don't skip over it, either one of those songs when I'm listening to it. And then you're falling off the edge of the world. Forget it. It's just, that song is just unbelievable. And then Over and Over. Oh my God, like Lonely's the World on Heaven and Hell. Those 2 songs, killer. They're just slow, but they're just the way Ronnie sings. Ronnie's voice on these albums just took Sabbath to a whole new level and opened up their songwriting possibilities of what they could do. Because now Ronnie's all melody, man, and you know, it kicked, you know, the band in the ass because Tony could put in all these pretty chords now. He can just, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Can't even find the word I'm looking for. But, you know, with Ronnie's vocals, just, I don't know, compliment Ronnie's vocals. There we go. Compliment, really couldn't think of that? Yeah, so they complimented each other, you know? But just soaring stuff, man. And with Martin Birch's production, you know, so now Bill Ward isn't on this. You got Vinny, you know, Appice on here. Vinny Appice, Vinny Appice. However guys want to pronounce it, you know the guy. And his drumming is great on here, man, you know. His fills, you know, the stuff he does in between. You know, Black Sabbath 13 should have had either Vinny on it or their touring drummer. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, go watch Black Sabbath 1 when you get to the album 13, and you'll hear my rant. So, if please, Black Sabbath, make one more album, and please either get Vinny or the drummer from your touring band to do at least one more album. A lot of happy campers. All right. So, that's my original copy. And then just like Heaven and Hell, they came out with these picture discs. Again, I haven't even opened this. I have no idea what the other side looks like. All right. Pretty cool. Awesome stuff. Remastered 180 gram. I'll probably never open it. All right. I got this 12-inch single, which I'm sure a lot of you guys got as well. All right. It's pretty cool on one side. That's the other. It's got Turn Up the Night and Lonely is the Word. All right. They're both studio versions. But yeah, awesome shit, man. You know, if you're going to collect, sometimes you just want stuff because you're collecting. You know what I mean? Will this ever hit my turntable? Probably not. But I wanted it. I saw it. It's cool. I collect. And there you go. Simple as that. Simple as that. All right, let me throw this back in here. Come on, don't break my onions. There we go. All right. Another version of Mob Rules. It's the Japanese pressing. I'm on this side now. All right. No extra songs. Same thing. Okay. Comes in a plastic. It's got the Vertigo label. This was pressed in Japan, so the surface noise is a lot quieter. Okay. If you read the fine print around here, it'll say, you know, printed in Tokyo, Japan. Very cool, man. Sounds great. It's not 180 gram. It's regular vinyl. Sounds great. No complaints. No complaints. Throw this back in its little sleeve. And it comes with the lyrics, okay? Just like all the other ones I've showed you. It's got the Japanese stuff on the back, the Japanese lyrics, and a little bit of a bio, which is always kind of cool. All right? So, yeah, that's all that's in there. Nothing extra. Yeah, I got a lot of Japanese vinyl, man. Classic rock stuff, David Bowie. I got some Beatles, some Stones. You know, that'll be another video. All right, so now the last copy of the Mob Rules is, you know, the remastered deluxe version. I'm sure a lot of you guys got. It's the double vinyl 180 gram remastered. It's the front. It's the back. It's got the extra songs. A lot of the stuff, again, is on the deluxe double CD that came out a couple years ago. All right? It's cool that they did it on vinyl. I'm happy they did. Gatefold. All right? For those of you that don't have it, that may want to pick this up. And again, it's got some live stuff. Yeah, the Mob Rules, the heavy metal soundtrack version. All right? That's the original. It's got some live stuff. Sign of the Southern Cross, Country Girl, Slipping Away, the Mob Rules, Voodoo. Cool stuff to have, man. All right, I'll show you one of the vinyls because they're both the same. It's basically the same as Heaven and Hell over there. Sleeve. Okay. That's side 2. And that's side 1. And these sound fantastic. Nice plastic on the sleeves so your albums don't get scratched. That's always a plus. Instead of those cheap friggin' paper ones. All right, get in there. Okay. Now, I also saw them on this tour. Hello. So, I got 2 different tour books for this. I saw them on the Black and Blue tour where they play with Blue Oyster Cult. A lot of ego tripping going on there between those 2 bands. All right, so here's one. All right, I'll just brief through this real quick. Show you some of the pics. It's always kind of cool. All right. Goes Tony. Ronnie. Truly very missed, man. Metal scene is not the same without you, my man. Rest in peace, Ronnie. All right. You got the Giza. The Giza. All right. Shot of Vinny. It's funny, when Vinny first played with Sabbath, his drum set was too small. And they're like, mate, you got to go get a bigger drum set. You know, they used to Bill Ward's massive drum set, and Vinny comes out in this little, 5, 7 little piece drum set. They're like, nah, man, you got to fill up that platform. You got to get more drums. And now, look, I mean, his drum set is enormous. By the time he got to Dio, holy shit, his set was huge. All right, there you go. There goes our boy. Yeah, got the Italian in the band, right? Vinny, oh, Brooklyn. Some cool live shots. I mean, but a great album, man. Even with Slipping Away and Country Girl, it's top album, man. It's freaking great. And here's the other album, the album tour book. All right. Some venues sell different stuff. Some venues send both at the same time. All right. It just depends. If they got leftover shit from somewhere else, they try to sell it. They don't care. A couple different pictures, different format. All right. Giza, what are you doing? Hey, it's the Vincenz. Hey. Right. The back. All right. So they come out with the 2 albums. Unfortunately, they didn't do 3, 4. I mean, I wish they would have stayed together, man, you know? A lot of us do. So anyway, the Controversy live album, right? Live Evil. When shit hits the fan with these guys. Unbelievable. You know, you form a band, you're tight, everybody's getting along, it's great. You know, you make these 2 spectacular albums. And then shit goes south, man. You know, but I mean, who am I to say? I'm not on a tour bus with these guys. I'm not living in each other's pockets every day. I don't know what's going on. And none of us do, right? Those are the only guys that know what's going on. The 4 of them. Every day, day to day. The arguments in the studio. Who the fuck knows? None of my business. So be it, right? So they come out with Live Evil. Now, this is a good album. I have no problems with the album. All right? It does sound a little, I don't know, if you want to say overproduced, whatever, but I don't know what the fuck you want to call it. But the album cover's cool, man. You know, all the song titles are right here. You know, and they do Neon Nights. You know, again, they go into the Ozzy stuff, which at this point, with 2 albums, I wish they didn't. You know, you got enough material to, do a concert. I mean, you could have left the original Black Sabbath songs off, but as you guys know, so Sabbath made this album and Ozzy was doing his live album at the same time that was nothing but Black Sabbath songs. They came out like around the same time, and I think Ozzy came out quicker than this one did, but it's so freaking stupid, So Ozzy does his whole album, double album of cover songs, of Sabbath songs, no Ozzy songs, and then Sabbath comes out with this with Dio and Ozzy songs. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. They should have just left the Black Sabbath songs off and just added more songs with Dio. You know, the Dio songs. You got 2 albums. You got more than enough material, right? So, you know, they do Black Sabbath, War Pigs, Iron Man. The Mob Rules, Heaven and Hell, Sign of the Southern Cross, goes back into Heaven and Hell, Paranoid, Children of the Grave, and then Fluff. So, out of those 2 albums, you're getting Neon Nights, Children of the Sea, Voodoo, right? The Mob Rules, Heaven and Hell, and Signs of the Southern Cross. So you're getting 6 songs out of Heaven and Hell and the Mob Rules and the rest of Black Sabbath songs. Like, you should have just left those out and you got more than enough. But anyway, so this is my original copy, right? It's gatefold. I mean, I kept it in pretty good shape all these years. The sleeves are nothing fast. They just came in white paper. Right? Warner Brothers label. Right? And then the other vinyls, the same thing, only says 3 and 4. All right? Yeah, I mean, there's so much you can talk about, you know, with these albums, but I don't want a 2-hour video, okay? Because it'll take 6 days to freaking upload. And a lot of the stuff you guys know already. You have already. So, it's nothing new here, all right? So, I have 2 Japanese pressings of this. This is the first one, okay? Same songs, nothing extra. It's got the OBI paper on it. Now, this one is not... Oh, this one is gatefold. The other one is not. All right. It's gatefold. It's got the same exact pictures, same exact song order. Everything is the same. Excuse me. Only this comes with the sleeve that's got, you know, the Chinese stuff. And it's got the words on the other side. Okay. Plastic. Nice. As opposed to paper. Right. It's on the vertical label. And then you got your Spaceman friggin' mushroom label. All right. The other vinyl is the same exact thing. Do. And I like Live Evil. I mean, I listen to it. It's cool, you know. Nothing really shameful about it, but you know, the arguments in the studio. Oh, Ronnie turned up his vocals. Oh, the band came back, you know, later on that night and turned them down and turned the music up. You know, it's a lot of hearsay, whatever going on. The producer says something, the band says something. It's just all back and forth freaking nonsense. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's nothing else on the other side, just the other vinyl. All right? So that's that one. Now, the other one I got does not open. It's got a different OBI on it. Hey, I'll show you the difference. All right? Different OBI. This one I may get rid of. I'm not sure. I got to look on Discogs to see which one is whatever, but I like the gatefold. This one just opens up. I don't like that. I feel like I got, you know, I'm not digging it, bro. All right? So this comes with the inner sleeve as well. The same words and thing. The other side. And the vinyl is the same exact. Nothing different. They're just wedged together. All right? Same thing. Just that one is gatefold and this one is not. And the fact that it's not. All right. Yeah, so this one I may get rid of. All right. So, after that, the band is poof, dissolved. Right? We're all like, oh my God. Again, now what? You know, like what the hell's going on? So, they get our boy Ian Gillian. Right? It's like, oh, interesting. You know, Black Purple, Deep Sabbath, Van Hagar, Sammy Halen. You know, what the hell? But, again, now this album, again, more controversy, more people like it, people don't like it, the sound of it. Iommi doesn't like the sound of it. The whole album cover, freaking chaotic, whatever going on with that. They don't like it. Oh my God, so much stuff. But it's got some cool songs on it, okay? So this is my original copy, all right? Yeah, we got the baby, and it's red, and it's purple, and it looks stupid, and, you know, the whole band hated the cover, and Gillian hated the cover, all sorts of crap, right? But what I don't understand, I'm not there to judge, but, you know, doesn't the band have say in these album covers? Don't you guys see this stuff first before it gets released? Is it a problem of oh my God, this is what you're showing me, but it's too late to change anything in the art department because the album has to get released and pressed. I think that has a lot to do with it. But you would think that, the band sees the album work. You should have the final okay. But again, I don't know, time restraints, release dates. We just paid, an artist 50 grand to do this. We're not going to pay someone else another 50 grand, all that crap. So I'm sure there's a lot of politics that goes on with this. But anyway, original copy, all right, it's the front, it's the back. Now, I dig some of the songs on here. I don't hate this album. Trashed, Too Much Tequila. Who doesn't like that song, right? Stoneheads, a little more instrumentals going on. They were like doing that kind of stuff. After, Mob Rules, instrumental stuff going on, spooky shit. Disturbing the Priest. Gillian, man. Those screams. It's freaking great. It's an awesome song, man. The Dark, another kind of, instrumental thing that leads into Zero the Hero. Or is it Paradise City? No, it's Zero the Hero. But yeah, you listen to Zero the Hero and Paradise City back to back. Come on, man. All right, then he's side 2. You get Digital Bitch, which is okay. Born Again, the slow song, I kind of dig it. I don't have a problem with it. Hotline, the title, put me on your hotline. I don't know. And then Keep It Warm is kind of cool. But sometimes, if I'm not in the mood to hear Keep It Warm, that song just kind of drags, But, I don't know. I dig it. Bill Ward is still on it. It's got its moments, all right? So, my original copy looks like that, okay? And you got the words on the back. So, supposedly, Tony Iommi, they finally found the original tapes to this, and they're going to go back and work on it and maybe clean the sound up a little bit. All right? This is on my Warner Brothers label. Yeah. All right, the American version, let's put it that way. Again, clean. I had this since day one. Spotless, okay? Come on. I don't want to fuck that up. Cool. Yeah, whoever did the mixing of this, the sound, it's a little, it's murky, you know what I mean? And even on the remastered CDs, it's very low. It's not loud. The AC/DC remasters on CDs sound amazing. They're loud and they're pumping. And some of these other ones that have come out, some of these other bands, especially this one, it's just too damn low, man. Yeah, it definitely needs to be remixed and remastered. Definitely. Box set, please, because there's some extra songs. I think like the Fallen is one song that comes on the remastered CD double thing. There's a song there called The Fallen. Black Moon or some shit. Cool stuff. Box set, please. All right, this is my other version. Okay? Pretty much, yeah, it's the same thing. Right? Nothing different there. The back is the same. All right? But what's different is, check it out. So, this is all in color as opposed to the red and white that I just showed you. All right? It's all yellow. You got the words. And the label is different, okay? Pull this out. There you go. That's cool. All right? I'm pretty sure, I think this is the England version of it. Britain's version of it. Very cool, man. I dig that. Yeah, that's badass. All right, so those are my 2 versions of Born Again. All right, get back in there. There you go. There you go. There you go. But there was no tequila. Trying to crash his car at the manor where they were recording this. True story, right, Ian? Ooh. All right. So now that lasts. Well, hold on. I'm jumping a boat here. So I saw that tour, and Bill Ward didn't play on the tour. They got the drummer from ELO, Bev Bevan, who's from the same country, the same town, whatever is. The other Sabbath guys there, Birmingham boy, ELO's from Birmingham as well. They're great too. So they end up getting Bev, however you want to pronounce his name, and he toured with them. And this was the famous tour, with the Stoneheads disaster. All right. So I got my tour book from that tour because I saw him. Cool shit. All right. And it was cool how they did One of the encores was Smoke on the Water, and the place just went fucking nuts. Awesome. All right, yeah, there's Bev right there. Bev did a great job, you know. Played everything the way it was supposed to be played. Okay. It's Tony. I don't want to flip the pages in the air because I don't want the spine to freaking rip on me all of a sudden. There's Ian. Yeah. I mean, it's just his hair and his face the whole time he's singing and banging on the congas, you know, like he did in Purple. Just, he looked amazing on stage with Sabbath. Sang everything great. Added his own, you know, twist to things. And it was a funny story. I think he was trying to sing one of the Sabbath songs, right? So he wasn't too familiar with some of the words, whatever, and he had the lyrics on stage. This was before teleprompters, you know, like they use now. So he had the lyrics on the stage, but because there was so much smoke on the stage, he couldn't read the lyrics. Right there, there's Bev. And even the stuff he does with ELO is really cool, man. Give this guy a lot of credit. Nobody really talks about him as a drummer. He's solid. All right, some cool live shots. All right. Come on. All right, some more cool live shots. Don't worry, I'm getting to the end. This is the last page. Last page. All right. So that's the Born Again tour book. All right, so that last one album, one tour, done. It's like, come on, guys, what's going on? So then Tony, this was supposed to be a solo album, but they used the Black Sabbath name because they figured it would sell. Okay, got to keep the franchise going. So you get Black Sabbath featuring Tony Iommi, the seventh son. Okay, supposed to be a solo album. You know, you got Eric Singer playing drums on here. Dave Spitz, whose brother was Danny Spitz in Anthrax. So, I mean, it was cool. There's some good stuff on here. Ain't for the Kill's a good song. No Stranger to Love. It's just a little too long, but it's cool. That was the video on MTV. Turn to Stone is cool. 7-Star. Danger Zone is cool. Dun, 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 dun. Some good songs. Heart Like a Wheel, Angel Heart, and Memory, which is instrumental. Let me pull this out. All right. It's the inner sleeve. You got the lyrics. Pull this out. Warner Brothers again. All right. Side deuce. Yeah, it's got its moments, man. It's cool for what it was. I dig it. So what else was on this album? Yeah, man. It is what it is. All right. So he does a solo album. Now he's like, gotta put the band back together. So they get the incredible Tony Martin, right? This is what everybody's waiting for. Not this, but the rumors of them doing remastering and supposedly maybe putting out a box set of all the Tony Martin years, right? That's what I'm hearing. Hopefully it comes to, you know, poof. But not for nothing, they still got to do Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, and Never Say Die box sets. I'm still waiting for that. And even the first Black Sabbath album. Where's the box? Not, you know, a double album with some extra stuff. Where's the box with all the extra shit? Oh, come on. All right. So in the meantime, I have my original stuff here, the Tony Martin stuff. And I think this one's my favorite. Okay? I love this album. It's freaking great. I love every song on here. I think it's freaking awesome. All right? Tire, however you want to pronounce this shit. This is freaking great. You got Jeff Nichols on keyboards. Cozy Powell. Drummer of drummers. Cozy, yes. One of my freaking idols, man. Cozy Powell. And you got Tony Martin and Neil Murray on bass. You know, Neil, Whitesnake, the guy's been everywhere, played with everybody. Gary Moore, great bass player, man. And nobody talks about him, right? Neil Murray, great bass player. Him and Bob Daisley, man. Those two guys are so underrated. And all the albums they've been on and worked on and helped put together, I salute you too. All right? So you got the Lawmaker, Jerusalem. I mean, the Sabbath Stones, everything on here, man. Odeon's Court, Valhalla, Heaven in Black. Feels good to me. Great album, man. So yeah, let me show you all this stuff. So, comes with the words. All right? Bada bing. Now they're on, you know, EMI. Warner Brothers is gone. IRS, EMI. Okay? That's the label on one side, and that's the other. I freaking love this album. And it comes in a nice plastic sleeve. Nice. Gotta love it. All good songs, man. All right, let me throw this back in here. Now, the only one I do not have is Forbidden. I bought it when it first came out. I listened to it, and it sat, collected dust. Now, I don't want to piss anybody off in any which way, shape, or form. But I personally do not like rap and rock. It doesn't fly with me. I mean, I know there's a lot of bands in the 90s that came out and started doing it, and a whole bunch of other, it drives me crazy. It drives me nuts. Now, I kind of like early 80s kind of rap. You know, I can deal with Rum DMC and, you know, some of that earlier stuff that was coming out of the Bronx back in the day, because I was around it all the time. But it's not my thing. I just don't like the way the words are, you know, bop it, the boop it, the bit. It drives me freaking crazy. And there's some bands out there now that everybody loves that I can't do it. I just can't do it. So, you know, you got Ice-T, and with Sabbath, it's just like, I don't know. But I heard it a few times. I tried to get into it. It wasn't working for me, man. So I don't even have it anymore. I'm speechless. I don't know. Maybe if they come back out with it again, or if I find it used somewhere, I'll pick it up, because now my ears and my listening has changed since it first came out in whatever, 1990, late 8, whatever the hell that shit came out. So maybe if I hear it again, my opinion will change. But then when I heard it, I was like, what is this? You know? But anyway, so I saw Sabbath on this tour. All right, here's my tour book. Flip through it real quick. All right. Cool stuff, man. Tony Martin's got a great voice, man. I mean, even his solo stuff. You know, the last one he did's got some cool stuff on it, but his earlier stuff, his earlier solo albums, the guy can sing, man. And to step into, you know, Ozzy and Dio's shoes, that was a huge undertaking, man. You know, he had a great band behind him. And when I saw him, these guys kicked ass, man. You know, his voice filled up that arena, man. Great band. Cozy Powell, rest in peace, man. Another guy playing with Rainbow, played with Jeff Beck. Everybody. Glenn Tipton, solo album. Cozy was the man. Rainbow, as you guys know, like I probably just said that. There's Neil. All right. Killer, man. And nobody really gave this stuff a chance. But, you know, at that point, you know, this was the 90s, and you had, you know, Megadeth and Metallica, Testament, all these bands just ripping everything apart, man. Slayer and Overkill. I mean, the whole musical landscape had just changed, you know, and Sabbath at this point was like so low on the totem pole. You know, half the stuff people weren't even listening to. It was a shame, because this stuff is great. All right. So then I got Cross Purposes. All right. This very cool too. Has some good songs on it. You know, I have nothing bad to say about this. Gates of Hell, Headless Cross, Devil and Daughter, cool song, man. With Death Calls, another cool song. Killing the Spirit World, Call of the Wild, Black Moon, Right Wing. Good stuff, man. Cozy Powell's on us again. All right, there's the back. Yeah, man, good stuff. But yeah, I hope they remaster all this stuff, and oh my God, they'll sound great. You know, so. Yeah, this is a Japanese pressing, obviously, because you can't read that. Comes with the words, all right? Show you the label. Paper, but plastic on the inside. Okay, IRS label. Very cool. Yeah, man. Awesome stuff, man. It's just a shame it just didn't get the recognition that it needed then. But it was just way too much stuff, man. You weren't going to compete with the Megadeths and the Metallicas. It was too much. All right? Headless Cross, another solid album. Right? Now, I'm not saying these are in order, okay? I'm just pulling them out because this is the Tony Martin era, and I'm just pulling them out, okay? So before you guys start making comments, oh, it's out of... I didn't say it was going to be in order now, did I? No. All right? The Eternal Idol. It's another good solid album. It's got some good cool stuff on here, man. All right, front, back. We got The Shining is cool, Ancient Warrior, Hard Life to Love, Glory Ride's cool, Born to Lose, Nightmare, Scarlet Pimpernel, Lost Forever, Eternal Idol. Solid album, man. Check it out. All right. Let me bust this out. All right. The lyrics are on the sleeve. Okay. Pull this out for you. It's on the Warner Brothers label. And then back to Warner Brothers again, right? Freaking Black Sabbath is all over the place with labels. I don't know who their accountant is or how their royalties come in, but I hope someone's doing a good job because between Black Sabbath and all over the place. A million different friggin' record labels. Distributors and people taking a piece of the pie, you know? Everybody's got their hand out. It's just the way of the world, right? So then I got Cross Purposes, all right? Another good one. It's got some cool stuff on it. The album's in good shape, not gonna lie. Eyewitness, Cross of Thorns, Psychophobia, Virtual Death. What else is on here? Dying for Love, Back to Eden, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle is cool, Cardinal Sin, Evil Eye. Some good stuff on here, man. Again, come on. All right, you pull this out. So you got your lyrics, and you got the liner notes on the other side. All right. The label, the sleeve. It's got plastic inside. Very cool. IRS label again. All right. Check it out, check it out. And then go the other way, Cross Purposes. Now I know there's Cross Purposes Live out as well. And what's funny is I had my hand on it at one point. There was a record store in Jersey called Vintage Vinyl, which I talked about in one of my other videos. Don't ask me where. It's there somewhere. Great record store, man. Mom and pop record store, huge. They all sorts of stuff in there, man. They had everything you wanted. And they went out of business. They lost their lease. The son didn't want no part of it. Blah, blah, blah. But one of the last 2 times I was there, Forbidden was on vinyl, and so was Cross Purposes Live. And I had them both in my hand. But I had other stuff in my hand as well. And, you know, if you're like me, before I get to the cashier, I walk to the side and I start adding shit up in my head. I'm like, wow, this is going to be a lot of fucking money. I'm like, Forbidden, I don't know. Put it back, Cross Purposes, and I put it back, you know. So hopefully they'll come back out again or I'll find them somewhere else. I don't know. It's not that serious. All right. So do the whole Tony Martin thing. Sabbath wants to get back together, right? They get Dio back in the band and we come out with Dehumanizer. All right. Double album. Now, me, I'm not happy with the sound on this album. It just sounds like the overall sound. It sounds like they're trying to be too 90s, like too grungy, but kind of metal at the same time. It disturbs me. I'm like, what happened to the Black Sabbath sound? You know, it's just trying to be too modern, okay? I'm not talking about the songs. I'm just talking about the sound, the sonic sound of it. Doesn't thrill me, right? But it's got, you know, some cool shit. Computer God, After All the Dead, which is kind of slow. TV Crimes, all right. Letters from Earth, Master of Insanity, Time Machine, which was for the Wayne's World movie. Stupid shit. Sins of the Father, Too Late, and Burned Alive. It's all right. I don't know. I like it here and there, depending on my mood. You know, I is the other song. Sorry. When I saw them do that, when they were in Heaven and Hell, down at Jones Beach, I mean, it was great. You know, when they do it live, it's great. It's a cool song. I dig it. All right, so it's the sleeve. Okay. 180 gram. You can probably pick this up on Amazon as well. All right, there's one label, and then the other label has the songs. This side, other side. And it's cool, man. You know, I really no problems with this other than the sound of it. That drives me nuts. All right, so this gatefold. Put this back. Let me open this up for you. All right. There you go. Okay, now this one has some extra songs on it as well, just like the deluxe CD that came out. All right, so it's side 3, bonus tracks. Master of Insanity was a single. Then you got a B-side, Letters from Earth, Time Machine, The Wayne's World. It's from that soundtrack. Children of the Sea, live 1992. Die Young, live 92. TV Crimes Live 92, Master of Insanity, After All the Dead, and Neon Nights All Live 1992. That's on this one right here because it's double album. All right, 180 gram. It's black. All right, that's the different label there, guys, and that. Okay. Like I said, I'm pretty sure you can pick this up on Amazon or eBay. It's not hard to get. Okay. All right. So then they do Dehumanizer, and I don't know, fucking shit hits the fan again. You know, Ozzy comes back. They do the reunion crap. They tour that for a while. Blah blah blah. But then Dio comes back. Yes, he does. Now they're calling themselves Heaven and Hell, and I dig this album. I think it's freaking great. Yeah. This one right here. Yeah. Cool album, man. Dark. It's heavy. The sound is better. I mean, Geezer's bass on this is just in your face. Rattles the house, man. Great sounding album. Vinny's back in the band. We got the band back together. Yes. Great. Adam and Evil. Ronnie's song, Fear. Great song, man. Bible Black. Holy cow. Talk about a massive just metal song. The Bible Black. Around that riff. And the beginning, you know, it could be like Children of the Sea or, you know, the slow Iommi signature beginnings, you know, before the song hits you in the face. Great freaking song, man. Double the Pain. Another cool song. Rock and Roll Angels, all right. Turn to the Screws, cool, man. Eating the Cannibals. Follow the Tears, another cool song. Neverwhere. Oh, that's a cool line, man. Geezer, boom, dude. Great fucking song, man. And Breaking Into Heaven is freaking heavy, man. Great album. Great freaking album. God, I wish they made some more. Ugh, killing me. So this is Gatefold, okay? There you go. It's got all the lyrics. Awesome stuff, man. Great album. All right, let me show you what the vinyl looks like. Nice, heavy-duty plastic. We pull this out. All right, there's one side. There's the other. All right. Very cool shit, man. Ronnie. God, if they just made a couple of more albums, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, all these bands, their touring cycles are too long now, and they're not putting out enough product. We need more product, all right? Don't worry about the tour cycles. You know? You're out too long. Too many years in between albums now. It's really getting annoying. All right, so this comes with a poster. I know, I'm going to show you the other album in a second. Chill out. One side, then the other. Come on. There you go. Cool shot, man. The band, the boys are back in town. That's another great band. Freaking Thin Lizzy. Oh. All right, let me put this back in here where it belongs. The else on the set. Let me show you the other vinyl, even though it's pretty much the same thing. Heavy duty, black vinyl. All right, that's one side. Now this has no music, but it's etched. We find, where's the, oh, here we go. Can you see the top of that? That's cool, right? It's the Black Sabbath emblem. Yeah, there you go. You know, there's the wings, the head, the body. You know, the Black Sabbath emblem. So there's no music on this. There you go. Now you can see it. That's badass. Really cool. All right. Come on. Heaven and Hell. Great stuff, man. You know, last studio album, unfortunately, but thank God it's freaking great. And thank God it's better than 13, which is why you guys got to go re-record. Grab Ozzy, grab Bill, whoever, grab Vinny, go record one more album. 13 should not be the last. So yeah, Heaven and Hell, man. Awesome, all right? So I saw them on this tour as well. It's tour programming, all right? Coming to the end of the video. Only two more things left. Freaking great Ronnie. This was a good stage show, man. Saw him at Jones Beach. Priest. And I actually have a bootleg DVD of the recording of that night. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. I knew this opened up. So this opens up. Right? Got some really cool live shots. All right. Keep going here. Tony the Man. I love how they do the song Heaven and Hell when it's just Ronnie center stage and he's just rapping a little bit, talking. And he goes into the whole heaven and they shine the white light on him. And he talks about hell and it's just all the smoke and the red lights on him. And fucking the whole stage starts going freaking nuts. Very cool the way they did that. All right? Tour program, Heaven and Hell. So then they come out with, I think it was, I don't know which one came first, but I only got this on CD, all right? This is when they did the live show, Radio City Music Hall here in Manhattan. It was cool. I didn't dig the way they started it, but overall, it was a great concert, man. These guys just back in form at Radio City Music Hall. You know, it's always good to see shows there. And I saw like 3 Iron Maiden shows there on the Power Slave tour. I mean, it's just cool because the way you're sitting, like every seat is a good seat, you know. There's not a bad seat in the house. It isn't like this ginormous, you know, LA Forum or Madison Square Garden. It's just, it holds enough people and it's just straight on, great view. So yeah, man, so I got the CD of this. One day I'll get the album. I don't want to pay $500 for it, all right? But my only beef about this is that they start off too slow. You know, they do the instrumental, you know, before the Mob Rules, the 5150 thing there, but then it goes into After All. So the audience was pumped, and we're like, yeah, you know, and you hear that instrumental, and you're thinking the Mob Rules or Neon Nights is going to start it, but it didn't. You know, you got how many people in this place pumped, getting ready, like, yeah, and they come out with After All, like the slow song from Dehumanizer, we're like, no place to release the energy, you know? It's like, why are you starting so slow? But then after that, then they bust out the Mob Rules. We're like, ah! It's like, okay, now we're back on track, you know? But yeah, there's some cool songs on here, dude. Mob Rules, Children of the Sea, Lady Evil, I, Sign of the Southern Cross, Voodoo, The Devil Cried, which was on the Dio Years CD, right? They did that little compilation, best of, with some extra songs. The Devil Cried was one of them. Then they go into Computer God, Falling Off the Edge of the World, Shadows of the Wind, that's the other song that was on the Dio Years. Die Young, Heaven and Hell, Lonely's the Word, and they end with Neon Nights. Cool, man. Pick this up, all right? Heaven and Hell, Radio City Live. Cool live stuff. Then, right, they go over, across the pond, then they go to Whackin', all right? And this live album is freaking great. Really cool live shit on here, man. Now, between the two, whatchamacallit is not on here. What the hell is it? Sign of the Southern Cross. If that was on here, that would have made this album great. I mean, it's great already, but you got Mob Rules, Children of the Sea, right? They open up with Mob Rules now. Bible Black's on here, Time Machine, Fear, Falling Off the Edge of the World, Follow the Tears. So they're doing a lot of new stuff off the album on here, which is great. Die Young, Heaven and Hell, and Neon Nights, man. Cool. Right? There's also the DVD for this. You can get it. Freaking great show. I do believe, let me show you the sleeve. All right? Boom. This is on clear vinyl. Check it out. It's clear. Well, you can't see through it, but it's clear. All right, that's one. 180 grams. Sounds amazing. One more. Oh, don't you go away. All right, here's the other one. Just, you know, Ronnie. You are the strongest chain and not just some reflection. Ronnie James Dio. All right. The song title's on the other side. Again, it's just clear. 180 gram. And that was the end. That was the end. All right. So that's all that. So this has been part 2. The Dio Years and Beyond. Who knows what's going to happen next with these guys? You know, I don't know if they're going to record again. You know, supposedly Iommi is... I'm always pulling my shirt down, right? It's because I'm sitting on the floor. My shirt fucking crinkles up, drives me crazy. So supposedly Iommi, I don't know if he's working on some solo stuff. I know he's going back into the vaults and doing the Tony Martin years, hopefully. And hopefully we'll get some Never Say Die and Sabbath Bloody Sabbath box sets. I'm sure they got a ton of material, right? So that's it, man. That's part 2 of Black Sabbath. All right? So, part 1, part 2, all in one day. I did enough of this shit for today. I'm done. This floor, it's killing me. All right? So, as usual, be good. Take care of one another. Keep an eye out for shit out there, all right? A lot of shady people going on, all right? That's it, vinyl community. Be good. I'll catch you on the flip side. And peace out, buttercup. Have a great weekend, guys. Have a great week. I'll see you soon.